Easy Maintenance also has a feature that enables you to track tire mileage and rotation. In this tutorial video, we'll show you how to do the following: entering tires into Easy Maintenance for tracking, tracking mileage and rotation history for your tires, printing mileage and rotation history for tires. First, to begin using the tire mileage and rotation feature of Easy Maintenance, click on the Tire Mileage and Rotation button on the Easy Maintenance main menu. This opens up a window which lists all of the tires you've entered into Easy Maintenance so far. Each tire that's entered into Easy Maintenance has a code which is called the tire number that uniquely identifies it. If you know a tire's number, you can use the search feature at the top of the window to look for it. Just type the tire's number into this field and click on the Locate button. If the tire exists, it will be selected from the list. Now, to enter a new tire, click on the New button. This will open up a window where you enter the information about the new tire. First, choose the code you want to use to uniquely identify the tire and type it into the tire number field. This should be just a relatively short alphanumeric code used to uniquely identify the tire. Then, enter the name of the tire into the Name field. This is a longer and more descriptive name for the tire. Enter the size of the tire into the Size field. The Miles on Tire field displays the current mileage for the tire. You enter the status of the tire, for example, whether it's a new, used, or poor condition, into the Tire Status field. You can click in the Tire Status field and type the status of the tire, or you can select one that you previously entered by clicking on the arrow on the right side and selecting the desired status. You can also enter any comments you wish to post about the tire into the Comments field. Enter the lease start date in the Lease Start field, and enter the lease end date into the Lease End field. Once you've entered all of the information for the new tire, you can click on the OK button to save the tire into Easy Maintenance, or you can click on the Cancel button to cancel entering the tire and discard all the information you've entered. You can also edit existing tires. To do this, just select one of the tires by clicking on it, and then click on the Edit button. This will take you to a screen similar to the one at which you enter a new tire, except that all of the information for the tire you selected is already filled in. You can edit any of this information except for the tire number, which must remain the same. When you're finished editing the information for the tire, then click on the OK button to save your changes, or click on the Cancel button if you've changed your mind and do not want to make any changes to the tire. To delete a tire from the program, select the tire by clicking on it and then click on the Delete button. The tire will be deleted from the program. Now we'll explain how to add mileage and rotation logs to a tire. You can do this either when entering a new tire or by editing an existing tire. For this example, we'll do it by editing an existing one. So we open up the tire for editing by selecting the tire, then clicking on the Edit button. At the Tire Rotation Record window, you'll see a listing of all the mileage and rotation logs for that tire. For each log entry in the list, you have the following information: the date on which the rotation was done, the vehicle to which the tire was transferred if it was rotated to another vehicle, the position to which it was rotated, the odometer reading when the tire was first rotated to that position, the odometer reading when the tire was rotated from that position, the total mileage that the tire spent at that position, which is calculated by taking the difference between the start odometer and end odometer data fields, the total accumulated miles up to that rotation record, and lastly, the status of the tire at that point. To enter a new log entry, click on the New button at the right. This will create a new blank line in the list of log entries, and you can then enter all of the information for the log entry. Please notice that the entries under the mileage and accumulative miles columns are filled in automatically by the program, so you don't have to put anything there. When entering the position for the tire, you can click in the field and type the position of the tire, or you can select one that you've previously entered by clicking on the arrow on the right side and selecting the desired position. Editing a log entry is very simple. Just make your changes to whatever you want to edit in the list. You can delete log entries by clicking on one to select it and then clicking on the Delete button. Please note that when you enter, edit, or delete log entries, the entries under the Accumulative Miles column may not be consistent with the changes you've made. In that case, you'd click on the Recalculate button to have the program update all of the entries under the Accumulative Miles column so they reflect the changes you've made. You can also print a complete report of all the mileage and rotation logs for a tire. To do this, open up a tire for editing and then click on the Print button at the bottom of the window. This will print out a report that shows all of the mileage and rotation logs for that tire. Lastly, you can print a listing of all the tires you've entered into Easy Maintenance. At the window which lists all of the tires, just click on the Print button to produce this report.